It's officially day one of Earn the Right. We have 128 days of training, 18 weeks. The program is finally available in Train Heroic. To learn more about what the program is all about, check out the website, thestrugglestandard.com. Check out the app.thestrugglestandard.com. You'll learn everything you need to know. There's all kinds of resources available to you guys on that website. But the quick and dirty is this. Earn the Right is made to prepare you to train hard. It's an on-ramp program, a foundational program to take you from an untrained or a detrained state to get you to where you need to be. Now, that doesn't mean it's a beginner program. It is not. This is an advanced or intermediate program. There's a high volume. The training styles we use are advanced. It's not for the novice lifter that doesn't know what they're doing. So this program is built for those that have an athletic background or a training background that have kind of fallen off, their training's on the wayside, who haven't been training the way they're supposed to and need to find a way to get back into it. Now, the problem is, for people like that, which is me, we tend to jump right into an advanced program and try to train the way we used to before we kind of fell off. And that's how people get hurt and get burned out. Speaking from experience. So, Earn the Right was built to get you from where you're at now to where you need to be to train hard long term. It is not an easy program. It is not a cakewalk. I'm gonna film every day of these workouts with you guys. I'm gonna do every workout every day, film it and put it on the internet for you guys to follow along. Now, the cool thing about this is that I am in that state where I'm a little untrained or detrained right now. I'm probably in one of the worst shape I've been in probably in my life. For the last 6 months, I have not been training the way I'm supposed to. Life has kind of dealt me some cards where that's just the case. And then on top of that, the last probably 3 to 4 months, I've dumped probably every free minute of time I've had into fully developing Earn the Right and conjugate hybrid training, where I've got the full annual year of conjugate hybrid training done, as well as Earn the Right. So those programs are built, they've been polished, building the website, building the app, building all the resources available to you guys, the onboarding guides, nutrition guides, all of it. It's all done, but that's been like every free minute of my life for the last 3 months. So now I'm getting back into it. Unplanned but kind of cool is that because I've taken that much time kind of away from training to do all those different things, I'm now in that untrained state. But this is where I get to prove to you guys this program works. Not just telling you it works, I'm gonna show you on video, can't lie, that I'm gonna go from where I'm at now to where I wanna be in 18 weeks. Along the way of this program, I'm gonna teach you guys everything you need to know about why this program is the way it is, why it's built the way it is. I'm gonna teach you guys the entire way. So stand by, all your questions will be answered over time. Day one is a max effort lower body day. In Earn the Right, we cap all our intensity. So this first mesocycle, this first wave of training, which is the first 4 weeks and then a deload, is gonna be an RPE of 7 on everything we do. That's primary work, accessories, conditioning, all of it's gonna be capped at an RPE. Why? So that we can recover from our training. We're building a foundation slowly. So, because this is advanced intermediate and you have prior experience, you have to be able to drop the ego and stay at the RPE. I'm speaking to myself because I guarantee you, I'm gonna wanna blow past that RPE every single day. But if you do that, you're gonna crash out, you're gonna burn out way early in this program, and it's not gonna do what it's supposed to do. I'm also using this program to lose some body fat. I'm gonna try and lose about 15 to 20 pounds. So if you're doing that, recovery is even more important. You can't train the same way you do in a maintaining or a surplus in calories when you're cutting calories. You have to change the training up. Why? Because recovery is important. And it's gonna be harder to recover with less nutrition, so you need to be mindful of the training that you're doing. This program is built though in a way that you can train for body recomp, losing body fat, and still train hard and be okay at the end of it because recovery is built in. So today is a max effort day. It's called max effort not because we're going to max effort, but to maintain the same architecture as CHT, to maintain the same structure-ish, so that way when you get to CHT, you're familiar with how that program is run. Earn the Right is run on 8-day cycles. So in 8 days, we fit our training in, not in 7 days. I don't care about the week. I care about how many days does it take to get all the training we need to in 90 minutes or less. And that comes out to 8 days with Earn the Right. So day one is always gonna be a heavy leg day. Today we have front squats, 5x5, RPE of 7. RPE of 7 means 2 to 3 reps left in reserve. It does not mean 70%. RPE, if you don't know, rate of perceived exertion. When you buy this program, you'll get an onboarding guide that explains everything in full detail. Why is it not percentage based? Because percentages are standardized. 70% is always 70% of your max. And RPE of 7 will change week to week, day to day. How I feel today may be different than how I feel on next week's heavy leg day. Especially in a program like this, it's foundational. RPE 7 in cycle 1 is gonna feel way different than an RPE of 7 in cycle 6. Why? Because you've built a base and you've prepared your body, you've realized your strength, and that's the way your body adapts. But in order to have that built-in recovery, we're trained to how we feel each day. So today, I'm not feeling it, honestly. It's day one. I'm getting back into it. I feel like garbage. My back's a little tight. I haven't really done any heavy I haven't done any heavy squats in a while. So front squats, I guarantee you're gonna feel like garbage today. 225 might be my RPE 7 today. That's totally fine. I mean, my ego's like, no, RPE 7 should be like 335 today. You gotta keep in mind, this is day one of the program and we're trying to get back into the swing of things. I'm gonna try not to dump in everything in this video and explain everything to you guys, which is gonna be hard to do. But there's a method to the madness. There's a reason I'm choosing to train like this right now as well, but stick to the plan. So 225 is probably what I'm gonna work at today on the working weight. That's light, man. My max front squat is 435. So 225, we're flirting with about 50%. It should not be heavy. However, this morning, on day one of getting back into training, it feels kind of heavy, but I'm gonna keep in mind, I got 25 reps of this to do with 90 seconds rest in between in 20 minutes or less. So I'm probably gonna hang out 225 today. Realizing that we're not trying to chase max strength on day one. It's RPE 7. I'm gonna stay at this weight. I'm gonna hit solid reps, perfect form, and then we'll go from there. After that, we're going straight into Bulgarian split squats. I use some dumbbells. Just pick a lightish pair. We're doing 4 sets of 5 with 60 seconds of rest in between sets. So after your primary lift, in this entire program, our accessory work is gonna be very quick. We're not gonna sit around and rest for a long period of time between sets. Like I said, 60 seconds on this one, between 60 to 90 seconds on every accessory piece. We're here to work out, right? Not sit around and rest. So get after it. On these, you wanna make sure that all the weight is on that front leg. We're isolating that front leg in the squat. That back leg up on the bag or whatever you got is just for support and to keep you balanced. Immediately after those Bulgarian split squats, we have a superset. We're gonna do reverse lunges and dumbbell RDL. I'm gonna use the same dumbbells that I used for the Bulgarian split squats. And I'm gonna do body weight on these reverse lunges for cycle 1. Got 15 per leg. Make sure you maintain proper form. So the key with these, that front leg does all the work. The back one is just there for balance. Once you weight these, if you try to lift off that back leg too much, you'll put way too much tension on your knees and ultimately cause you some issues down the road. Understand this, Earn the Right is not peaking you to hit PRs or max lifts. Earn the Right is building the foundation you need to then start building on top of. So don't expect to come out of this and lift the most weight you've ever lifted, but expect to come out of this prepared to work towards lifting the most weight you've ever lifted. After that, we're going directly into some hip extensions or back extensions on a GHD. If you don't have a GHD, use a 45-degree back extension machine. Most gyms, all gyms have those. But find a gym that has a GHD machine at least. And if you can find one that has a reverse hyper, you found a good gym. But I'll try to give you guys some swaps you can do if you don't have these things. And like I said, for this one, 45-degree back extension machine will work just fine. We need 3 sets, 10 to 12, back extensions, perfect reps. Nice, slow, and controlled. At the top, we're not hyperextending. We're gonna be nice and rigid, nice and flat, maintaining proper posture, proper core the entire time. Squeezing with our glutes and using our hamstrings to get us up and down. That's why they're called hip extensions, not back extensions, but we're primarily targeting our glutes and our hips. And obviously your back is gonna play a part in that too, but try and keep that nice and flat the entire time. We're just going body weight for cycle 1. We'll add weight as time goes on here. Next up, we got lying leg curls. If you do not have access to a machine, that is not an excuse not to do leg curls. There's all kinds of things you can do. Ankle weights, bands, monkey feet. These things you can carry with you to the gym. Buy these. This is why I say my programs are not gonna be expensive, because you might have to buy equipment. You might have to buy things. I don't want the program to be the thing that is like the gatekeeper for you doing what you're supposed to be doing. So buy these, they're money. There might be off brands, I don't know, I don't care. Monkey feet are the ones I bought. They're cool, they work well. Another thing you can do if none of those options are gonna work is buy attachment for a cable machine. I've got one over there, but it just wraps around your ankle, tie it to a cable machine, and then do hamstring curls. Those are a little harder to get into, but totally option. Main thing, keep your glutes engaged. so they don't rise up off the pad. We're using our hamstrings for everything. Nice, slow, controlled, quick up, slow down. If you do not do these or have not done these and don't have a lot of hamstring curls under your belt, go light, leave the ego at the door. I promise you, if you do not, you will cramp throughout the day, and it is gnarly. The first time I incorporated these at high reps into a workout program, I got cocky with it. I went heavy, and I cramped up so bad during the day that I pulled my hamstring and I was done for like a week. So it's just being smart about it. Use a lighter weight. That's another reason why I say this program is foundational. We're not trying to break records or impress anybody. Who cares? This program is about setting a foundation to train hard. So lightweight, solid reps, low rest, and you're good to go. If this program is too much volume for you, every day there's a 60-minute version available in Train Heroic with the same program. You don't have to buy 2 programs. You get the full version and the 60-minute version in one program. Just do the 60-minute version. It'll get you where you need to go as well. No rush with our fitness. The goal is to get to where we're going. If you try and rush it, you're gonna do this the entire time like you've been doing. So take your time, understand the long game, the end goal. Take it day by day, step by step, you'll get there. Next up, we have a core superset. So we're gonna do 4 sets of 12 on knees to elbow with a slight pause at the top. Yes, 4 sets of 12. If that's too much, do 2 to 3 sets, that's fine. I'm doing 4 sets, and then we're gonna do that with reverse hypers as well. Hyper weight's gonna be light, so about 30% of your deadlift, 30 reps. In my experience, having had back issues, the reverse hyper paired with like flexion core movement, like a GHD sit up, toes to bar, knees to elbow, whatever, any kind of flexion of the core paired with a reverse hyper will loosen up your psoas very quickly and make your lower back feel amazing. It's great for restoration of all of that. So I highly recommend, if you don't have a gym that has one, find a gym that has a reverse hyper, or at the very least, buy one for yourself. Invest in yourself, man. They're amazing pieces of equipment. Even if you have to skip it during this workout and you just buy one and have it at home, then when you get home, just hit the reverse hyper with the core movement. Separate it out, whatever, that's perfect. I like to do those at the end of the day anyway, after I've been sitting all day or whatever, just hit the reverse hyper for like 3 or 4 sets. Worst case scenario, if you don't have a reverse hyper, just use a GHD machine. You're gonna grab onto this arm. So reverse, you're gonna grab onto where your feet anchor, and you're just gonna do the same movement with your feet. Use body weight at the bottom, relax. You can use a band, maybe put some monkey feet on with some weight, that kind of thing. But just grab onto this and just do that. So back when I had no money, I used these concrete weights. I forget what the company's called, but I made a bunch of concrete weights. They are 90 pounds each. Now I just leave them on the reverse hyper, but there's options, man. If you don't have money, if you don't have the equipment, find a way to get it done. To finish up the day, we're gonna do 100 leg curls with 10-pound ankle weights. Just nice and quick. 100 reps straight through. These are 10-pound ankle weights, they're light. And that's kind of the purpose. We're not trying to go heavy on this at all. Straight into 100 leg extensions. Nice and controlled. So flex to the top. Same ankle weights. Should be lightweight. But 100 reps straight through. And immediately jump into farmer's carry. So we're gonna do 250 meters at about 40 to 50% of your body weight. Again, you don't need to have like an insane amount of space to do this. You can do these anywhere. Grab some dumbbells, walk around. I'm doing it inside my gym. So down one way is 6 meters. So I gotta do this down and back 21 times to make sure I get 250 meters. I don't want to go outside right now. I just want to rock it out in here, so that's fine. A lot of work. It's 90 minutes of solid training. It's not supposed to be easy. And if it's too hard for you, that's fine. Do the 60-minute version, and then maybe eventually you graduate up to the 90-minute version. All right, that's day one. Like I said, it's not supposed to be easy, man. This is a lot of work. It's 90 solid minutes of training. I'm drenched in sweat. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be easy. You're capable of a lot more than you think. We're not looking for the easy way out. When I made this program, there's 2 things I didn't consider. 1, what do people want? 2, what's gonna make the most money? 95% of programs out there are built on those 2 things. What do people want? What's gonna make the most money? Those 2 things create improper programming, in my opinion, improper training. Because what you want isn't what you should be doing. What I wanna do isn't this. It's not. Programming for myself every day, doing what I wanted to do, not grounded on principle, is what led me to getting hurt and burned out. So they're going to market to you which they think you want and what's going to make the most money. That's why you see people that have 30 different programs in their business, each one for like a totally different thing. You want big glutes, here's your program. 2-day-a-week workout, here's your program. 3-day-a-week, here you go. It's all garbage, man. There's a way to train, there's a way not to train. This is the way I think you should train, in my opinion, for life. To be useful to yourself and to the people around you. This is how you should be training. That's it. I'm not interested in making a bunch of money. If I do, thank the Lord, like, let's go, but that's not my goal. My goal is not to make money off you guys. That's why it's $49 for 18 weeks of programming. That's cheap. That's, what is that? 4 times, that's almost 5 months of training, right? So 5 months of training at $49. That's less than $10 a month. That's cheap. And then you're gonna get CHT, the founding 50, for $100 for a full year, or $150 for the full year. Even then, man, it's like $12 a month. It's nothing. So I priced it at that point, not because it's not valuable training. I think this is the most valuable training you can get for a generalized program, in my opinion, based on everything that I've done. But like I've already hinted on, my goal isn't for you guys to be gated in your training by the price of this program. Like, dude, it's a program. It's a generalized program for you to train. You're already spending money on a gym membership, on food, on equipment. Your life's already busy enough. Like, this should not be the thing that's the hard, is getting a program. So here you go. $49, 18 weeks. If you have questions about this workout, go on my website, leave me an email, shoot me a message on Instagram, whatever you want to do. I'll put full videos on YouTube of the full workouts, on Instagram, just a short one with a link to YouTube for you guys to check it out. Like I said, check out the website. It explains everything. If you don't know if you want the program yet, get the guide. It explains the entire thing for you. And like I said, on Instagram, I will be putting videos up and posts every week explaining why this program is built the way it is, teaching you guys every step of the way, not just telling you, hey, this works. So you're gonna have questions. I'm gonna answer all of them in time. But with filming videos this morning, I am done at 87 minutes. So this is less than 90 minutes a day, including a 15-minute warm-up. You have time for this. I guarantee you have time for this. It's all about what you're willing to do and the work you're willing to put into your life. Proverbs 16:32 says, he that ruleth his spirit is better than he that taketh the city. Self-control is strength. It's about doing what you're supposed to do every single day. Your family, the people around you, they don't deserve occasional greatness. They need daily reliability, daily readiness. That's what this program is built for, is for you to stay ready every single day, doing what you need to do.